but then they've had maybe one poor game that's just dragged them down. And yeah, Hello Senpai certainly establishing dominance at the top there. But yeah, very close between everyone else. 5 different players on 700 or so points there. Very, very tight there. Lot to play for. And, you know, even these players further down, 400 points. You can get a 400 point game. You're going to get yourself right up in amongst that. You know, even into the second place potentially for any of these players so far down. But we're pretty much ready for game number 4 of the night. We're going to jump over and have a look at that right now.
Yeah, like you say, even to the players that are in about 10th position that scored 0 in game 3, that could easily happen to any of the front runners. So get ready for that. There could be some twist in the tail just yet. And with this instant blue death, it's kind of one of those things that, how often do you play this game? Your back's on the blue and you're not really worried. You hear that humming sound, you go, oh, it's okay, it's the zone. In this, that humming sound is a very real fear. If you just take that extra step one too far, you don't get to just step back in.
It goes against your instincts, doesn't it? It goes against everything you know to know there's absolutely no forgiveness from those blue zones. So yeah, we'll be interested to see if anyone gets caught out by that. We've got plane going in just a few seconds, and then yeah, I'm kind of intrigued to see exactly how this is going to go. I think we're going to see the zone appear after a minute apparently, but it'll be a small zone. And then I think the players will very slowly close in around it. But we have quite a similar plane to last time. And yeah, intrigued to see where this zone is going to pop for us.
Yeah, so let's see if we're going to get a repeat of game 2 and 3. A lot of people like the northern side of Vikendi. Maybe a lot of people just like to play in the snow on this map. A few early droppers, but it looks like majority is going to wait for a little bit.
Well, I suppose with the circle appearing a little bit late, if you stay in that plane till the end, you're pretty much going to know where it is. And if you wanted to crash it early, then you're going to want to get a move on quickly, because it's not going to be much to hide in once you do get there. A lot of players still going out in this kind of middle area and going north. This is pretty similar to what we saw last time round. But we've got a few going quietly. Dogs are down there. Dogs down in the winery. Again, nice to see the winery back. It doesn't have a dirty great hole in the floor, and there's our circle. It is on a hill. Well done, Dan. And cable car going in from observatory.
Brilliant. That's what I want to see. I want to see this observatory, the late rotation, just sort of eking in, just going to go sit on the edge of the hill. If you have dropped southern here, you want to get moving ASAP, Rocky. I cannot stress that enough. And maybe people knew the hilly areas were sort of up north, but yeah, if you've definitely got up north, you're in a great standing already.
And it kind of looks like there's pretty much no buildings in that circle as well. I think the cable car stop is pretty much... Oh, but there goes Morsey, taken down by Explicit. A mutant kill right off the bat. And we got a punch up. Bad Boy having a scrap here. Looks like Bad Boy is going to come out on top, and that is Hackerjack taken down very, very early there. Nice one from Bad Boy. But yeah, I think that play zone might be pretty much buildingless apart from the cable car spot. Here we are with Tina and Senya going for the jump shot. Doesn't work. Tina comes out on top there.
Tina, some great shots there. Early games fights are always a little nerve-wracking. Let's just go back to the Bad Boy and Hackerjack punch-up. Bad Boy actually had his M4 loaded and ready to go. It was a gentleman's agreement that I sort of saw there. I think, you haven't got a gun, let's just fight this out. I like that. That's a little bit of PUBG etiquette. I like that. I like that a lot.
Fantastic. Very high on the list of things we love to see. A bit of a gentlemanly agreement between players, going for the fisticuffs. No one crashed into the zone just yet. I guess you do want to make sure you have some kind of weapon. You're certainly not going to find any once you're in the play zone, but I'm really hoping we see maybe someone make a late play into the zone with a cable car. It could be, something interesting going on there, but we've got a little bit of time. The play zone is going to close very slowly onto this small zone, so players can take their time, but as we mentioned, not too much time because there is an instant death blue zone coming.
Yeah, absolutely. And how fast is that actually moving in? I don't think phase 1 is actually closing just yet. We've got about 3 minutes, so they've got a bit of time to start making their way, sort out some of these early scuffles, and see what happens from there.
If you leave it too late, of course, though, and then don't manage to find a vehicle, you might start to suffer somewhat jogging in. I mean, we've got players down here. We've got Iba, I Love Iba, AK Pack Meat, way down in the southeast. Karenko's a long way away. Bestalok, Dogs, a lot of players a long way away. But you can see a sort of gentle migration of players heading up towards that play zone as we lose Dogs there to Can FPS. And I think it was that Ribbons, I think, was pretty close to the play zone, and we are joining First Lady on the snowmobile here.
Yeah, interesting you mentioned Ribbons there, because obviously sat in that zone in Lumberyard for pretty much the entirety of Game 3 before coming to the ultimate demise in about the top 15. Wonder if he's going to sort of play an early zone play and just trying to sit there and wait for everybody to come in.
Might be a good way to get some points if you want to get some kill points and you're feeling confident. There we go. There are some points on the board. Get yourself up towards that zone early. Sit near it. You know that's where everyone's going to be heading. Those kills are going to come to you, and you might be able to do well there. We've got Ribbons. Mazzarini's heading up there. Benjoy looks like he's considering the cable car option potentially, going up to the observatory. And yeah, a lot of other players moving across those ice fields up towards our little hill play zone.
Yeah, Benjoy, what... how is he rubbing his hands? Is it very deviously? I imagine it will be. Is next to the cable car, has he got an option? Has he got a plan? Has he got something up those very long, tricky sleeves?
I feel like he's only just... I'm not sure if he only just started picking up ammo or only just started looting, but maybe someone who wouldn't normally prioritize ammo, probably more interested in finding gas cans and stuns and smoke grenades. But yeah, interested to see what Benjo's got. Elena moving up across the ice field here. Mazzarini on the edge of the mountain again. No one actually dared venture into that circle, and I didn't even know this was a place.
What is this?
I'm going to be honest. Where is this? This is pretty much in the play zone. That's where Mazzarini is.
It's just outside it, but is this where Fred Flintstone lives?
I wish this was in the play zone. Look at this. That is great.
First Lady is absolutely romping it above Mazzarini there. Going to be trying to get closer to zone. This is the first time I've seen this.
Yep, I had no idea this was even a thing. We need someone in a polar bear outfit to creep inside there and come jumping out. We do have airdrops as well, so and airdrops are always going to fall in the play zone. So of course, if you do get up there early, maybe you can get yourself an easy airdrop because they're going to be very clustered together.
Do bears like caves like these?
Yeah, I think bears live in caves, right? Maybe.
I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong, but maybe this is future updates. Maybe bears in caves.
We'll get David Attenborough on for the next event, and we can ask him. There goes we taking out Iba. Nice little an upside down coupe, a very very familiar sight for anyone who's played PUBG for any length of time. And we here rocking the Panzer there. Hopefully see some Panzer action. Don't think we've seen a Panzer kill yet, have we?
Not yet, but that's Weehee back on the board after a 0-point game 3. So happy with that. That coupe is definitely me after 5 seconds of stepping into that vehicle, especially with the McLaren skin put on top. It never stays on 4 wheels long. So a familiar sight for many players.
Ribbons here, I think, going pretty aggressive. We saw them get to the play zone early. Now it's getting eyes down in this airdrop, and First Lady is thinking about going for it in. He's going to get caught. A little switch of scopes. He's got a really nice angle here, but being a little bit passive with it. Maybe waiting until they've moved off of the crate and trying to go for those shots. But yeah, a bit of a missed opportunity there perhaps for Ribbons. Had some shots, decided not to take them for whatever reason, and now is going to have to work to dig. First Lady out there with the MG3 and the level 3 gear, as we see someone driving along the back there on very, very low health.
Yeah, that's Erden just scooting on by with a sliver of health. First Lady with this MG. The M4, though, it rains out so much damage, but that MG is terrifying. First Lady on 1 HP, can't make it happen. Ribbons takes it down. That level 3 armor is pretty good against that M4.
The amount of shots that went into First Lady there, I thought they were going to manage to spin out of that. Oh, Ribbons taking shots from way out here. That's from Can there. Popping them in a distance, but does manage to do it. Oh, his Dogs are having a grand old time driving a... How have you managed to keep that upright? That is absolutely outrageous.
I only have to hit a pebble and I'm on my back.
He's dropped it off a train track, railway bridge, onto a frozen river, somehow manages to style out and maybe heading up towards the cable cars. Not quite sure, but a lot of players starting to close down in the circle now, and it's getting a bit more compact.
Yeah, absolutely. Do we have anybody? Waleed is still way out there in train station. Does have that time. We're back to a nice circle zone. No more squares here. So we'll see how it develops. But he's got a vehicle, so should be an easy rotation. But this is going to get hectic very quickly.
Yeah, and I think Mazzarini, I'm pretty sure